Maddie's footsteps echoed through the dimly lit corridors of Hogwarts as she made her way to her dormitory. The ancient stone walls whispered secrets of centuries past, and the flickering torches cast eerie shadows, giving the castle an enchanting, mystical aura. Tired from the treacherous adventure that was the Forbidden Forest, Madi was surprised that Professor Ahmed left her with not much more than "we'll talk later tomorrow." "You need a good night's sleep." Madi stepped forward towards the portrait guarding the entrance to Gryffindor's dormitory. She cleared her throat and said,
"Helga's heliotropes."
The current password. The painting swung open to reveal the familiar interior of the cozy common room, and without another second lounging, she made her way to her dorm room, where she was greeted by her overexcited roommate, a loud and obnoxious witch, her voice carrying across the room like a bullhorn.
"Oh, my God, you must be Madi. Girl, I've been waiting for you to arrive. I'm Oro, your new roommate. Wow, your hair is amazing, mashallah. How do you get it to do that?"
Thanks, I don't really do anything special to it.
Well, Habibati, it looks great. So, have you been to the Forbidden Forest yet? I've been there so many times. It's practically my second home.
Actually, I just got back from the forest. It was intense.
Oh, well, a girl, I can tell, clearly. Anyways, I've had some crazy experiences there too. Did you see any unicorns or centaurs or bears? Wallah, I love bears. They're my favorites.
I actually didn't see that many, if any, creatures. I had a very crazy encounter, though. So, but I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm beat.
Oh, sure, I get it, bitch. If you want me to shut the fuck up, it's fine. Well, I don't mind. But tell me, what do you think of Hogwarts so far? I've been here for 15 years, but I still can't seem to graduate. It's ridiculous. They do this on purpose, Walla. It's so obvious. They love me too much. The janitor wants this, but he cannot handle it.
I figured. I'm still trying to get my bearings, to be honest. The castle is huge, and there's so much to explore.
Oh, I know. I've explored every nook and cranny of this place. It's like a maze. But hey, if you ever need a tour guide, just let me know.
Thanks, Oro, but honestly no one asked, but I'll keep that in mind.
As the hour grew late, the dim shadows of the room embraced Madi as she began to drift into the tender arms of sleep. In the hushed stillness of the night, a sudden clanks of explosion erupted from the distant corner of the room. Startled, Madi's eyes blinked open, her senses awakened by the jarring noise that pierced the silence. Whatever was happening, it cannot be anything good. Madi rose out of bed. She made sure to be as quiet as possible while clutching her wand. Asmaid turned around the corner to the kitchen. There, amidst the indigo gloom of the early morning, Oro's silhouette was discernible, moving with an inexplicable fervor. It was as though she were conjuring something mysterious in the dimly moonlit kitchen.
Oh, Madi, I'm just making a cheesecake. It's got venomous tentacula, horklump juice, and unicorn hair in it. It's gonna be so good. Walla walla, trust me.
Are you insane? That sounds like interesting, but can you please keep it down? I'm trying to sleep.
Go, Walla, you need to try it.
No thanks, I'm good. In fact, I'm going to cast a sleeping spell on you so I can get some rest.
Wait, what? You're going to do what?
Somnus.
Oh my God. Walla, this is better than Xanax. I'm out like a lid.
Madi left Oro knocked out on the floor with her eyes rolled back. As she made it back into bed, grateful for the silence. She knew she had a lot to process after her experience in the Forbidden Forest, and she needed a good night's sleep to do it. Unbeknownst to them, the world outside transforms as night turns into morning. Suddenly, a melodious clucking, emanating from a renowned creature known as the Aurora Hen, breaks their reverie. signaling the start of a new day and their class. Madi wore heavy eye bags and an annoyed expression, unable to get a full night of sleep because of the ruckus. She gathered her belongings for the lesson. To her surprise, Oro appeared to be wide awake and going at the speed of light, in disarray. Cream cheese clung to her unruly hair, a testament to the culinary attempt of the previous night, and a million pieces of clothing around the dorm. Right as Madi is about to leave to go to class, Oro screams,
Girl, wait! We have the same class.
Madi quickened her pace and acted as if she didn't hear her, but a sudden tug at her hair forced her to stop.
Ah, what the?
Girl, I said wait a moment, I'm almost—
Oh!
Madi smacked Oro clean out, and for the second time today, Oro lay knocked out on the floor. As Madi emerged from her dormitory, the morning sun cast a warm, golden hue upon Hogwarts, infusing a sense of hope and anticipation into the air. She was surprisingly on time, her pace unwavering and determined. Her footsteps echoed softly in the hallway as Madi traversed the labyrinthine corridors of Hogwarts. With each step, she attempted to recall the details of her classroom, but her memory remained frustratingly blank. It was as if the name of her classroom had been plucked from her mind. Lost in thought, she found herself standing at a crossroads, her uncertainty mirrored in her furrowed brow. The labyrinth of Hogwarts loomed before her, and Madi hesitated, struggling to remember the twists and turns to her class's location. In her moment of perplexity, a humble janitor, his weathered face reflecting a lifetime of toil, appeared around the corner. A man of tall structure brandishing a shiny diamond badge, a mark of a high Elo wizard. He noticed Madi's bewildered expression and her apparent conundrum. With a kind and knowing smile, the hot janitor approached her, his broom in hand, and said,
Miss, can I help you? I am Madi. It appears that you are lost in the jungle. What classroom are you searching for?
Madi's heart swelled with gratitude at the unexpected kindness of the janitor. Her heart flutters slightly as the tall, handsome Swedish man approaches her. She replies,
I'm supposed to be in a class with Professor Liss, but I can't for the life of me remember where it's located.
The janitor nodded, his eyes filled with understanding.
Oh, with Professor Liss, I see. My good old Finnish neighbor. No worries, little one. I've been wandering these halls for years, and I know them like the back of my hand.
As Madi and the janitor continued their quest to find the classroom, Madi couldn't help but notice a glimmering diamond-shaped badge pinned to Madi's uniform. The badge sparkled with an otherworldly radiance, catching the sunlight and scattering prismatic fragments of color. The janitor was able to catch Madi's stare of awe on his diamond rank, and she looked away quickly, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. The moment of amazement had been so genuine that she couldn't help but be taken aback by her own curiosity. Nonetheless, her curiosity got the better of her, and she couldn't resist asking,
I'm sorry, Mr. Modig, but I couldn't help but notice your rank. It's just so remarkable. What's the story behind it?
Ah, this little gem with my name carved on it.
He said with a warm smile.
It's a symbol of a lifetime of dedication. I've been diamond since 2014 and have never left ever since. Ha 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 ha.
While Modig was wearing a warm smile on his face, Madi couldn't help but notice a certain pain in his eyes.
But don't worry, little one. You'll get there in no time. I know how hard it can be. Now that emerald rank is a thing, being hard-stuck emerald is no easy task to escape.
Benchode.
Madi cursed under her breath.
If he only knew I have been on 150 plus ping for my whole career.
Little did she know, the ever-cheerful janitor Modig, who had keenly observed her reaction, leaned in and kindly inquired,
Pardon me, Loilo, but I couldn't quite catch that. What did you say?
Flustered, and with her cheeks now burning a deeper shade of red for almost getting caught, but also because of Modig's sudden approach, his face merely centimeters away from hers. Madi cleared her throat, offering a subtle, embarrassed smile.
Oh, it's nothing, bitch.
She replied with a note of whimsy, hoping to steer the conversation away from her.
What is your name? Sven or something?
Actually, it is Svensson, but you can call me Modig.
As they walked through the echoing corridors, Madi shared snippets of his own journey, inting scions, flying corkies, and stories of Professor Ahmed supporting him. Madi came to respect Madi more and more for his endurance. With each step, Madi felt not only the weight of her books, but also the weight of Madi's wisdom and dedication. The fact that a diamond ranked like Madi served as the janitor was a testament to the school's exceptional prestige. Madi had already heard of Hogwarts' sterling reputation, but she was now discovering the extent of its renown and excellence.
Well, here we are. Try not to ask for help too often. I'm not always gonna be here to boost you.
And with that, Madi nodded and headed straight into the classroom. To her surprise, the professor desk was void of anyone. Instead of the expected academic authority, an anal presence occupied the center of the table. It wasn't a scholar or a lecturer, but rather a black cat, sitting regally regarding the assembled students with an almost knowing gaze. Slowly walking down the classroom, Madi's eyes were darting around, searching for that perfect spot, until an inexplicable sensation compelled her to turn around. In doing so, she found herself locking eyes with a strikingly handsome young man of her own age. A flush of warmth cascaded over her cheeks, rendering her momentarily speechless. Gathering her composure, she asked, her voice betraying a trace of nervousness.
Is that seat taken?
Pointing to a seat next to him. The young man chuckled, a playful glint in his eyes as he patted on his lap.
No, it isn't, but this seat is free as well.
In that moment, Madi might as well have been cosplaying Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob because her face couldn't have been any more red.
Girl, I'm just kidding.
He added with a warm smile.
You can sit here. I'm Rashid Longbottom. Junior, the third, by the way.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
She said, cheeks less flushed, offering a warm smile in return.
Well, I'm Madi. Nice to meet you.
She replied.
Likewise, miss.
And before Rashid Longbottom Jr. III was able to finish his sentence, the classroom doors were slammed open. To Madi's surprise, Oro entered the classroom, her customary clumsiness on full display. Upon spotting Madi, she enthusiastically waved at Madi, but Madi, intent on avoiding any interaction, discreetly lowered her gaze, a subtle evasion of eye contact. Oro's eyes widened as they fell upon the cat perched regally on the professor's desk. A rush of emotions swirled within her, hope and excitement battling uncertainty. She couldn't believe her eyes. In a moment of elation, Oro's heart soared and she dashed towards the feline figure, her voice filled with unbridled enthusiasm.
Oh my god, Ling Ling!
With a sudden poof, a veil of smoke enveloped the enigmatic cat, obscuring its form. Within the shroud, a transformation unfolded as the cat morphed into a human-like figure. Emerging gradually from the dissipating mist was a mysterious presence.
Get your hands off of me. Take a seat.
Bismillah, you scared the shit out of me.
Eyes locked on Madi instead, Oro swiftly rushed to Madi's side.
Oh my god, Rashid, I see you have met my new best friend, Madi. If you wouldn't mind scooting over a bit, voila, look at us, the Three Musketeers iconic.
And without a chance to respond, handsome Rashid Longbottom Jr. III was pushed to the side. Squished in between them, Oro sat, with her wide grin stretching from one side of her face to the other. What became more apparent to Madi was the large red bruise on the side of Oro's face, shaped after the hand Madi slapped her with.
Girl, you wouldn't believe what happened. As soon as I tapped you on the shoulder telling you to wait, I suddenly lost my vision. I think it was the Xanax you gave me. Voila, some sort of second wave. God knows how much time passed, but I woke up with a searing pain on the side of my face. That Xanax you gave me was amazing. You have to give me more, girl.
Feeling resigned and guilty, Madi just slowly nodded, determined to get this class over with as soon as possible.
Good day, everyone. I'm Professor Liz. Being on time is being late. And being early is expected. No slouching, sleeping, talking while I am speaking. A bit of background about me, as you all have probably heard. My expertise lies in the fields of potions, conjuring, and ass magic. To set some expectations and prepare for what lies ahead in our curriculum, in this class, we will be exploring the intricacies of enchanted booty spells.
Huh?
Yes, funny. Focus with me, please. And The Alchemy of Magical Bum Bruise. A touch of historical context, primarily focusing on the prophecy of the Gluteus Maximus. His prophecy foretold the rise of a legendary cheekmaster, who would bring balance to the magical world through their mighty behind. As for our culminating examination in the final year, we will be going to study and test the art of cheeky defense. The final exam will, among other things, consisting of the defense of Owanesu, Anuliferous orifice penetration. I will assess each of you individually and sequentially try to shove my wand up your anus. And of course, your goal is to catch my wand with cheeks alone. Great! Any questions?
Whispers of pure shock and confusion filled the once quiet space, and anxious glances were exchanged. It was as though an invisible cloak of dread had settled over the room. The weight of this unexpected news left the students stunned and fearful, their minds racing to comprehend the implications of what the professor had just unveiled.
Now. Let's contain our composure, please. We'll take this one step at a time. We'll have plenty of practice till then. Worry not. Today, I'd like to demonstrate the remarkable potential of tarot reading cards in shaping your future battles, aiding you in the art of crafting precise counter potions for the adversaries you'll encounter. Are there any brave volunteers?
Madi, driven by mad jealousy of Modig's rank, her insatiable hunger for improvement deepened, and her aspiration to attain the status of a diamond wizard only grew stronger. She fearlessly ventured into the unknown, seizing any opportunity that promised growth and strength.
I volunteer.
Girl, this is not Hunger Games, wrongology. Habibiti!
Out of pure instinct, Madi raised her other hand, almost giving Oro a spontaneous face 5. But she quickly put her other hand down, hoping nobody noticed. Professor Liss slowly approaches Madi.
This is not your average everyday gypsy reading. What we're delving into here, Masia, has the potential to be more than you can imagine. It's an issue of the utmost serious matter that shouldn't be taken lightly.
I can handle anything that comes my way.
With an air of enigmatic grace, Professor Liss raised her hand to the heavens, her fingers poised like a conductor before a grand symphony. In one seamless motion, she glided her hand across the space, uttering an incantation that resonated with the haunting beauty of a forgotten melody.
Ventus Etheris Revelar.
Her magic responded, weaving through the unseen threads of fate to summon a series of cards. Each card materialized in succession, a total of 5, with an ethereal elegance that sent shivers through the room. They hung in the air, a harmonious choir of possibilities, their presence creating a melodious and enchanting aura around them. Professor Liss, her eyes holding the secrets of the universe, asked with both solemnity and anticipation.
Are you ready?
With a resolute nod, Madi replied,
Yes, Professor.
As Professor Liss elegantly revealed the first card, the room darkened in response to her deliberate gesture. With graceful hand movements and a touch of mystic finesse, the card turned, its secrets awaiting discovery in the obsidian shroud that enveloped the room. Audible confusion filled the room as the drawings on the first card burst into life, unfolding an unexpected narrative. On the lifelike tarot card, it depicted a long, lanky man with a comically large nose jumping out of what would seem the 5th balcony floor. Though the class remained oblivious, Professor Liss harbored a growing suspicion that something otherworldly was afoot.
What does this even mean?
Without responding, Liss clenched her teeth in determination, and in quick succession she turned the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th card. Yellow Hook Ping, Zany the Zenful Zebra Master. Upside down, Hamad the Lucky Sage, and the Summoner's Rift covered in haze. Her breath quickened with each card adding to the unfolding dark mystery. The cards merged, coalescing into an ominous darkness that seemed to swallow all light in the mist. One could call it haze. In the midst of the enigmatic transformation, Professor Liss, gripped by an urgent need, seized Madi by the arms with a firm, desperate grasp.
Who or what have you been in contact with?
What? Why?
You have no idea what's coming. You stand on the precipice of the unknown, oblivious to the impending tempest. The abyss you are about to peer into is a realm of shadowy, uncharted sorcery.
As tension reached its peak, the classroom doors burst open. And there, Professor Ahmed stood with Madi pointing at Madi. Professor Ahmed brandished his wand, its tip pointed unwaveringly at the ominous darkness. With a commanding incantation, he cast a powerful expelling spell, unleashing a torrent of energy to confront the mysterious black shadow head-on. Unnoticed till now, a forming figure cloaked in darkness starts to violently shake. It let out a sharp Jewish screech that pierced the room.
Okay, what the fuck just happened? Hello?
Elisa! Maddie! With me now! We must head to the headmaster! Immediately!
Oh my god, he's having a stroke! Where are you guys going? Please, can I... Oh!
And for the third time, Oro was laid out cold on the floor. As they exited the room, Madi swiftly whispered an incantation and pointed her wand toward Oro. In a split second, Oro's form underwent a magical transformation, and she found herself turned into a small, bewildered frog.
Just in case she wakes up and decides to follow us.
As they made their way through the echoing hallways, Madi's pain intensified, and her breathing became more labored. Professor Ahmed and the school janitor, Madi, exchanged concerned glances, quickening their pace.
Hang in there, little one. The carry is here.
The urgency of the situation was evident, and the safety of one of their own students was at stake. Finally, they reached the headmaster's office, and Professor Ahmed busts urgently through the doors. Professor Ben's wise and calm voice granted them entry, and they rushed inside. With all the care and expertise that Hogwarts staff could offer, they placed Madi in a comfortable chair, while Professor Ben quickly assessed her condition. Madi's eyes were filled with pain and fear, but she found solace in the presence of the caring staff around her. As Headmaster Ben examined her, the mysteries of magic and medicine merged, and they began the process of determining what had caused this sudden ailment.
We are in deep shit.
Liz, with a concerned face, turned to Headmaster Ben.
Headmaster, the tarot card reading, it's just like how it was with...
We know what it is, Elisa!
Can someone please explain what happened? I've been what?
Maddie, you've been...
Haze!